have one coach or if you have multiple. I don't know if you have one court or not, but there has to be a commitment to developing your setter. I think it's the most crucial piece in any team is that person that can make the ball better for you, that can facilitate the passing and the attacking. Okay, so I would encourage you to find some time and carve out some way to get some work in with your setters. So we'll talk a little bit about technique and what we want from them, a couple very simple keys that we use, and then we'll show you two really simple drills that we can run, that your players can run for themselves, that will kind of work them through some of the very basic things. We don't ever get too complex. We don't ever get too crazy or gnarly or intricate with our training. What I've found is volleyball always comes down to very basic things. You pass, and you better the ball as a setter, and you make approach time and you get the ball. Okay? So let's talk a little bit about technique. So Nico and Tiana. We can start in the pocket here, and I'm just going to kind of coach you through some of our techniques. Okay? So we're going to go through 4 keys that we teach our setters. The majority of them have to do with your feet, okay, and just kind of what we want you to do. Key number 1 is we want you at the net, in the pocket, facing the court. Okay, that's number 1. So I see a lot of setters start out facing the target, okay? But you've been trained really well, so you're facing the court. So number 1, we're facing the court. Number 2, when we set, we want to face the ball and then face the target. Okay, so we'll demo this. I'm fairly certain you know how to do this. So we want her to face the ball again and face the target. We want her to face the ball and then face the target. It's just a really simple idea of we face here and we face there. So there is a turn involved in facing the ball and facing the target. Okay? Really simple. Face the ball, face the target. Okay? Yeah, why don't we switch? What do we have here? Yeah. Alright, so we're facing the court here. Okay? So, and the idea behind facing the court is this. We want them to be ready to run after balls. Because we figure that, man, any setter can set that ball that comes right to him, right? That's the easy part. The majority of your plays, the setter is going to have to chase the ball somewhere. She's going to have to be able to run to make the ball better. Okay, so facing me, being athletic, being able to run, and then facing the ball and facing the target. Face the ball, facing the target. All right, pretty simple, nice hands, good. Okay, the next key is what we want them to do with their feet. Okay, we want them to use a left-right rhythm step that looks like this. Left-right. 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 Okay, pretty simple. All right, show me a couple of left-rights. Left-right here. Cool. Just left-right. Cool. Left-right. Nice. Good. Simple, right? All right, so finishing with the left-right rhythm step here. So facing me, all right, face the ball, face the target, and finish with the left-right. Left-right, good. So every time before they set, they're going left-right. Okay, they're going left-right. Okay, good. And if I pull her off the net, she can run and finish left-right. So wherever you end up, you're trying to finish left-right. Good. Good. And it's that simple. Running around, finishing left-right. Okay. There we go. We'll give that ball to you again. Running, left-right. Okay. Running forward, left-right. Good. All right. Oh, we have you guys switch. All right. Let's see Nico do this here. We're just working on a left-right finish. Good. 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 And we can run her around. Wherever she ends up, she's going to try to finish left-right. Okay, good. jump set. There we go. All right, so left, right, finish. Good. Right, left, right. All right. We're pretty picky about our left-right finish. What we found is that the really great centers who are very easy to hit off, they finish the same every single time. And so it's a rhythm thing. As a hitter, you're used to a setter finishing their footwork with the same rhythm, the same timing in relationship to the ball, and you get used to that. If a setter doesn't have a finishing step or rhythm step like this, the hitters get a little freaked out. They don't know whether you're stopping short and setting it or what footwork you're finishing with. But this is just a little subtle thing that we found. If we can standardize all of our setters' feet to feel the same way, the same left-right rhythm finish, our hitters will be able to time and make their approach better. Okay? So we have this left-right finish here. And kind of the last thing is what we're doing with our hands. So we have a left-right finish, and as we finish, left-right, we draw our hands. So we let our setters draw their hands very late, so they can run around and left-right, pull their hands up. They can stay athletic down here because we don't want them running off the net like this. Okay, that's not using their arms to help them run. We want them here. If they're chasing balls, they're running here, left-right, drawing hands late and setting the ball. Okay, so let's work on how we're drawing our hands, how we're shaping our hands. So as you finish left, right, you draw. Okay. Good. Great. Nice. All right. I'm going to ask you to tweak something just a little bit. Go left, right, finish, make it quicker. So it should feel like this. Almost like a simultaneous step. Okay? Try that and draw the wing. So a little bit faster. Yeah, there we go. Like that rhythm a little better. And fast, left, right, left, right, left, right. Good. Nice. Okay, and we'll let you run around a little bit and finish left, right. You're one session ahead of me right now. Okay, so let's try to go left, right. Good. There we go. Run around moving, left, right. And as she goes left, right, she draws her hand, sets and finishes. Okay, good. Deanna, you want to get in there and get a couple? Get your left, right in here. Left, right. Okay. Good. Left, right finish and drawing your hands. Great. And so I like what she's doing with her feet. When you rhythm that you finish with. Left, right, draw your hands at that speed. Left, right, fast. Up here. Left, right, fast. Yes. Yes, now going good. 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 Take it all the way up top. So we're trying to train our setters to have a little bit of rhythm so that the hitters can see the same thing every time. Face the ball, face the target. Good. Face the ball, face the target. Okay. A little bit quicker with left, right. Good, good. Great. So a simple drill that you guys can do, it takes a setter and two players. Okay, a setter and two players. And so here is what we will do. We need one ball. So Nico, what you're going to do is you're going to back the ball. Right back her. She's going to set back to you. Set the ball back to me. Okay? All right, so simple drill that we do is to get our setters some repetitions. Again, we don't warm up and stretch either. We just get right into handling the volleyball, and this is a great, pretty low level, not very physically taxing way to get your setters warmed up. All right. right? So they get 2 contacts every ball, and so what'll happen is I will put a ball into the center, she'll set, and then the target will bounce a ball back to her, she'll set again. Okay, so let's run through this really quick. Set, and you just bounce the ball back. Okay, and we're working on that left-right finish. We're working on that left-right finish, facing the target. So, here we go. And then face the ball, face the target.
She goes back to her home spot on that first and second.
No, she doesn't need to go back to the home spot. And so what this will eventually turn into is this. We're going to bring you off the net a little bit, and you just stay where you finished. Stay there, she'll bounce the ball back to you, left, right, and set again. And so it's critical for setters to know how to square to the target. Okay? We have our setters square to the pole on the outside because we want them setting anywhere between 4 and 5 feet off the net on the hits. Okay, so our hitters are away from the block a little farther. There's less of a chance of balls going really tight, which is, it's lights out if you're a hitter and you get a trap set. And so setters have to develop the sense of they know exactly where their target is. They know exactly where that ball is. And so here's a chance where you get 2 repetitions at staying square. Okay, so we're going to do that again. Bring you off the net a little bit. Okay, and then she's going to stay there, and then she's going to bounce at you, and you're facing your target with that rhythm. Okay, the other cool thing is this. If you're a coach and you're standing there, you can tell every single time whether she's square or not and give her feedback on it. And it might be a little bit of, hey, you're facing the sideline and not facing me, or you're facing the pin and not facing the pole. Okay, so they can really dial into, hey, this is where my sense needs to be. Okay, because when things start getting crazy, we start moving around. Setters have to know I've got to finish there from wherever I am off the court. So a little bit of court awareness here. All right, so facing the ball, facing the target. Okay, we gotta bounce back. Coach you through this a little bit. Face the ball, face the target. Finish with the left right. Good. And then finish with the left right here. All right, you got the left. Yeah, you just back pedal. Left right. Okay. Run forward. Left right. Okay. Yeah. Right foot to the left. Okay. So we're back pedaling here and hitting left right. Baseball. All right, here we go. Baseball face the target. Good, and you're going to get a bounce. Finish left, right. Yeah, that's it right there. Simple. Okay. The only footwork we're worried about is what happens at the end. We want you to be an athlete, back pedal, run, and finish left, right. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, next drill here. Can we have one? Actually, we can do this here. Let's have you guys switch. Have you guys switch. Okay, so we want our setters facing the ball and facing the target. We like that left-right finish on anything in front of the 10-foot line. As we start coming off the net, 10-foot line or beyond, we teach our setters to square off of 1 foot. So you already do this, right? Yeah. Okay. And so the reason we want it to happen this way is, again, it's all about athleticism. It's about let's run as fast as we can to get there, and what's the most efficient way to get from facing here to facing here? We think it's by spinning on your right foot. Spinning on your right foot. The setters that we get who don't do that, they say it feels more natural. It takes a little bit of discipline by them to break their own habit, but every single setter that we've trained likes this much better. I don't know. You like that? You like this? Yeah, I think it's just much more fluid, much more athletic. And so the keys that we use here is, when we start facing the court, we want you to run, turn on your right foot, and then we'll talk about drive the knee towards the target, okay? So run like like a normal person. Turn off your right, and then finish with your hands toward the target. That's it. That's all we're going to work on there. All right, so I'll just give you a nice toss here. Oh, that's even too high. I'm underestimating you. My bad. So here. Good. All right, and let's just try to force the spin here. Force the spin. Okay, good.
Nice.
All right, so she's able to run. We bounce it. Good, good. Doing pretty nicely already. Good. All right, and we're just finishing towards the target. 4 feet off the net. Good. Nice. All right, good. And so what we teach is this. One of the issues we find is setters want to face the ball, but they'll end up setting over their shoulder. What we want is a picture in the air of them facing the ball, facing the target and setting straight. Okay, so we want them to use their left knee to help drive around as we plant. This goes toward the target. All right, so left knee here should go towards the target. Everything should be in line with what we're doing here. Okay, so let's try that out. Focus on that knee just for a little bit. All right, coming off the net. Okay, good. So driving that left knee around, and everything is lining up with your target.
Nice.
Very good. Nice. Good. And what we found is this action will happen. A ball that's 6, 7, 8 feet off the net, our setters just get comfortable. They like this rhythm of just turning and facing, turning and facing. I'll give you a couple more balls and then you actually kind of be athletic and go get. All right. So we can go get this. All right, here we go.
Nice.
That was a very bad pass. 20 feet off the net, catches high. Come a little bit.
Let me go.
All right. And so we let our setters go ahead and struggle through this, and we're going to challenge them to
Let me go.
make the play. Let's go off one if we can. Let's go off one if we can. There we go. Good. And as we take it, you're letting it hit the flat. Same hand position every time so we can set there. Hand position time. Good.
Nice shot.
That's nice. So she's able to move through this. Finish.
Good job.
There we go. Go off one. Go off one. Go off one. All right.
Let me go.
Cool. All right. And the drill we'll do is this. It'll be a 2-ball series. And so I'll toss you off the net. Come off the net and set. I'll toss you back on the net. And that's when you're going to use your left-right finish and set. All right. So it's a 2-ball deal. We'll go here. Practice the spin, and then we're back on the net. We're back to the left-right finish. Okay. And it's just here. Okay, good. We're back on left-right finish. Okay, good. Ball. Here. Back on. Left-right finish. All right.
Let me
Coming
go.
here. Turn face, good. And then back on, ball. All right. So we can do a ton of stuff with this. Usually we'll put another player back. Why don't we get another target back here? Okay, and so we'll go, when you come off the net, you set out, and you go on the net, you set down. Okay? And we're just able to walk them through. Okay?
Let me go.
And left, right finish and setting time. Okay? So this is a simple drill. You don't necessarily have to be here as a coach. Players can do this. Okay? And then you work your player around just a little bit here. Okay? Back on the net. Left, right finish. Good. So they're working on a ton of technique. And then we can reverse it. trying to do is let them be athletic and develop a sense of where they're squaring to, where they're targeting.